Genting Dream has a lot in store for guests on board, with the ship reaching its first stop, Pulau Redang. But what better way to start the power-packed day than with a power-packed morning workout session?
Staying fit on the cruise is an absolute breeze. You can join the early morning aerobics classes by the pool right here on the Dream Cruise. In fact, let's chat with Luke, who's a fitness expert joining me this morning. Hi Luke, thanks so much for being with us. So, fitness is really important, and I'm sure all of our guests want to remain fit. So what is it that the cruise offers so that you can lose a few pounds?
Yes, we have so many different dance classes like ballroom classes.
Wow.
We have our line dancing, everything for different ages.
Okay, so I hope today's workout is not too difficult. What do you
Of
have
course,
lined
yeah.
up?
Yeah, so now we will be starting with a basic stretching and then follow up by the basic dance step, like Zumba step.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Can't wait to start. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, let's get straight to it.
The Genting Dream is all set to take off for its first stop. That's the pristine and idyllic island of Pulau Redang. But while the guests leave the cruise to explore the island, it is by no means downtime for the staff. This is when they swing into action on the cruise, cleaning, prepping, stocking, and getting the Genting Dream ship-shape again. We speak to some of the staff on board to understand what goes on behind the scenes.
For the housekeeping, we have 230 staff, both public area, laundry, and cabin side. We have 6 different nationalities. 1 hour before departure, the guests will go out from the ship, and then the housekeeping will start to clean the cabin. One stop, they're handling 16 cabins to 18.
During a normal day, I have to make sure that all procedures, all safety precautions are followed, and then I will also train all of the crew. So we have trainings and briefing for the crew, making sure that they know what to do. And then we also have, of course, maintenance of equipment to make sure that our safety appliances are up to date. I have a safety officer under me, which is a fireman. And then I also have 2 secretaries and 2 assistants. We're adopting all of the International Maritime Organization procedures, regulations, rules. So we're following SOLAS, which is the safety of life at sea. And we have actually higher standards than those rules. So of course, we also have our own policy and procedure for the company. We also have life raft. We have rescue boats to pick up people from the water. We have 4 fire teams. We also have, of course, patrolling groups such as security. We have a medical team as well. We have so many different cultures on board. We have people in the crew from all around the world, so around 30 nations, and you get to know and live together with all of this.
Meanwhile, at the beach, guests seem to be having a great time.
Hi, where are you from?
I am from Indonesia.
India.
Indonesia.
We are here for a honeymoon.
Have you come on the Genting Cruise before?
Yes, 17 times. This is the 17th times in the last 3 years.
What do you like about the Genting Cruise?
I like the room, very nice room. The food is good food.
The food is excellent because cater for all the national, yeah.
Vegetarian food, I didn't expect it so good.
We choose this place so that we can travel to most of the countries in South Asia.
The one price for all activities. Second is everything is in one place. The third one is good for everybody, holiday for all.
And it was a good offer, so we were very happy.
It's happening all the time and the parties.
I thought it may be a small ship and all. Then when we roamed around, I thought it's never ending. So big, it was huge.
What's your most fun activity so far?
Sleeping.
After a fun day on the beach, it's time to set back on the high seas. anchored, the main man of the ship, the one who controls it all, the captain itself, has been gracious enough to give us a sneak peek as to how things actually work behind the scenes to running this mammoth ship. We have on board right now Captain Yoka, who is joining us. Thank you so much for allowing us. To begin with, just tell us a little bit more. It's a beautiful, fantastic and magnificent ship. Where was it built, and can you tell us more about the specifications?
Well, the ship was built in Germany, and we sailed out from the shipyard October 2016. So the ship is fairly new and has all the newest state-of-art safety equipment and facilities. Ship is among the largest cruise ships in the world, so the official size is 150,000 gross tonnage.
Oh, wow. So that certainly is a lot of responsibility. Can you tell us a little bit about what sets Genting Dream aside from some of the other cruises, just apart from size?
Well, the ship was purpose-built to Asian market. And as the company Dream Cruises is also an Asian company, so we are much more Asian-oriented than any other cruise line.
Tell me a little bit more about the specifications of how things really work behind the scenes and, you know, how you operate.
My responsibility is to run the ship as safe, as economical and as environmental friendly way as possible. On the deck side, we have our officers navigating the ship.
Okay.
We are also doing all the passage planning, so everything related to navigation. And in addition of that, we have the safety department who are doing all the safety inspections, safety training on board, which is very large for the 1,800 crew members. We have security. We take care of the security on board. And also there is a very large maintenance program that we have to follow.
Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, what are the safety measures that you undertake in terms of, you know, even rough weather that one could encounter? Are there a lot of checks that are done beforehand?
Yes, as I mentioned, passage planning. So that is something that starts months before we execute any cruise. On the passage planning, we consider all the possible scenarios that we might face during the voyage. And also the route that we are following is pre-planned, exactly how we execute it. We are sailing from Singapore to Redang, where we are today. And from here we continue to Siak Noville in Cambodia, and followed by Lam Sabang in Thailand. And then we sail back to Singapore. This whole route is 1,670 nautical miles, which is equivalent to over 3,000 kilometers.
Okay. Captain Yoka, this is really behind the scenes. This is where all the action happens. So tell us at any given time how many people are operating and how do things really work?
Well, when the ship is at sea, we have minimum 3 persons here aboard. Okay. So we have the navigator, go-navigator, and then we have a lookout. And even the ship is at anchor at the moment, we still have 2 officers here on the bridge. Our second officer, Oscar, and our third officer, Winlow. This area we call as a cockpit.
Ah, okay.
So we always have the navigator and co-navigator here, and we can control the ship completely from this cockpit. As an airplane has the pilot and co-pilot, we have navigator and co-navigator.
Obviously, there's a lot of technology as well that helps back this up. So has there been a lot of upgradation of late in terms of the technology as well that's been used?
Well, yes, navigation has changed during the last decades completely. Yeah. So now it's much more based to electronic instruments. And here, for example, we have our ECDIS, electronic chart display, where we fix our position, where we know where the ship is. And on both sides of the ECDIS we have the radars, and on the radar we detect everything that is above the surface, above the sea level. Other ships, buoys, sea marks, etc. The maximum speed of the ship is 24 knots, which is just about 40 kilometers per hour. But all the cruises are planned so that we are not using maximum speed. It's more comfortable for the guest, and it's also a bit redundancy. In case, for example, we get the malfunction in one engine, we can still maintain the schedule.
Thank you so much, Captain Yoka.
Thank you very much. Our pleasure.
As we sail out from Palau Redang and head back to the high seas, it's time for some entertainment.
another day comes to an end, but there's lots more to look forward to. In the meantime, keep watching this space and keep dreaming the good dream, the high sea dream.